All right, all right, all right. Let's fucking do it. Go! Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Greatest Show. I'm your host, Dusty Smith. Special Tuesday episode. Hell yeah. I missed yesterday's show, so let me tell you guys when I missed yesterday's show. First off, was an incredibly slow news weekend. Also, apparently I had COVID. Yeah, I thought I was just sick, but a lot of people were like, Dusty, you totally got COVID. You have all the symptoms I had. So I had a headache, stuffed up nose, fever, lethargic, and also brain fog. That's one thing I noticed. I definitely have not felt as sharp over the last week as I normally do, which is horrible for me because my brain is really what I'm all about. It's my whole thing. If I don't have my brain, what else am I? Just an incredibly, amazingly gorgeous man. So, feeling a little bit better today. To be honest with you, was a little depressed yesterday because I put the whole show together and the show mostly was just about Palestine. And it still very heavily is about Palestine tonight, but like, it really takes a lot to cover this stuff, to be honest with you. Because I don't want to cover it. Like, it's so depressing, and like, I don't want the show to be depressing. I want to have an entertaining show that makes people feel good, you know, brings joy to the world. But at the same time, how do I have a platform and not cover it? When my tax dollars, literally the money I make on this show, goes to bombing children. What are we at, 5,000 dead now? Yeah, it's privilege to sit around and say, I don't want to cover it. It's too tough to cover. I can't handle it. Easy for me to say, fucking safe, sit in my goddamn room while my money literally goes to murder these kids. So I have to cover it. Like, the entire point of my show, like, I want to entertain people and make people happy. I want to make a living, of course, but I also want to leave the world a better place than I found it. And how do I not use my platform to try to call this shit out? To try to save as many children as I can, you know? If I know that's arrogant to think I can save any, but what the fuck else am I gonna do? So hopefully you guys will bear with me covering this stuff. It's hard, but like, we can't look away. We have to put the spotlight on it because it's the only way we're ever going to fix things, or at least make them slightly better. And lost a lot of support, lost a lot of friends, lost a lot of fans covering this, taking a lot of shit, but it's a very small price to pay. You know, I'm not being bombed. I'm not watching my parents get killed. I'm not watching my siblings get killed. So I'm privileged to be able to do this. So I'm going to do it the best way I can. And love you guys back. I did miss you. I appreciate you. I accidentally deleted my background. The magic van background is gone. I don't know what the fuck I did to it. So I gotta generate some new shit. So next episode, we're gonna generate some new shit, I promise. But for now, what you gonna do? It's all good. But as always, folks, I want to remind you, Super Chats? Yeah, Super Chats, the lifeblood of the show. I don't dodge any questions. I answer everything. Brave, 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 Sir Dusty. Hell yeah. So give a shout out to your relatives, your loved one, your wife, girlfriend, whatever. Ask me a question you don't think I know. Stump me. It's all good. I'll answer everything. There's a little dollar sign over here. See about the chat? Underneath the chat, there's a dollar sign. Hell yeah. Click it. The more you donate, the more serious I'll take a question because I'm a slut. And also a big fat Dusty pops up and eats your money. So make Fat Dusty eat your money. Support the world's greatest show on the Super Chats. Please. Gonna read all of them at both halftime and the end of the show. So thank you in advance. And hell yeah. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Before we get to the very, very depressing Palestinian coverage, we're going to cover everything else first. Get it out of the way. Work our way towards the awfulness. So let's get it going, folks. It's time for some what the fuck. What the fuck? Nailed it. And first off, on tonight's What the Fuck, let's see what we got on the burner for tonight. It's me! No, you clicked on the wrong thing, you stupid thing. What the fuck? First off on tonight's What the Fuck. Oh yeah, this ghoul. Oh my God. What is wrong with this guy? Looks exactly like my cousin Jamie. What up, Jamie? I know he's not watching out there, but my cousin Jamie is 48 and looks exactly like this guy. It's actually ripped like this guy, but oh, he's like a slug. He's this rich billionaire who spends $2 million or whatever a year trying to reverse his aging, but he looks exactly like a 46-year-old. You don't look any younger. What are you doing? Anyway, it says millionaire biohacker Brian Johnson, 46, claims he has reversed aged his penis by 15 years. Oh, really? Really? I have doubt about that. But like, I have done the exact opposite. I have aged my penis at least 30 or 40 years. I have the penis of an 80 or 90-year-old because of the abuse. Because of the abuse, folks. And I'm a little proud of it. A little bit proud of it. It took effort, work. I did what it took to get the job done. And I regret nothing. So, he who does and has had the most fun wins, Brian Johnson. Let your billions of dollars buy that shit. And I agree with the service. He looks 46. Who just slithered out of an artificial womb as Jared Leto slowly approaches to glance upon his creation. Yes, he does. It's from a dystopian nightmare. Why are you like this, rich people? And then, did you guys hear about The Simpsons? Apparently The Simpsons, they've been strangling kids for 30, 40, 100 years. How long has this show been on the air, right? Homer strangling Bart. And then they were like, oh, we're not going to strangle Bart anymore because apparently it's kind of tacky child abuse. A little bit tacky to have parents strangle their children. And then I guess people got mad. They're like, what? Woke. You've gone woke. I can't watch The Simpsons anymore if you're not going to fucking strangle your kids anymore. And then The Simpsons creator was like, just kidding. We're going to go back to strangling kids again. So, like, I just be honest, like, I have not watched The Simpsons in 25 years. Not because of the strangling, just it's not good. And I wasn't going to watch it when they stopped strangling Bart. And now that they decided to start strangling Bart again, it's the exact same thing. I'm still not going to watch it. So whatever. You do you, Simpsons. You strangle whoever the fuck you want to. You should be canceled because that show is not good anymore. It has outlived its usefulness by a long shot. Hey, that's just my opinion. If you like it, it's all good. Different strokes for different folks and whatever. They don't know what the fuck. I'm confused by this hotel. So this hotel has dryers, hand dryers in it, which is good. I don't use them. I don't need them. Don't have enough air. But hey, that's good. Hand dryers in the hotel. They install these in the hotel. And then they put a sign that says, do not use hair dryer. What the fuck? Why? Why would you install them in the hotel and then put a sign that says, do not use them? Okay, just fucking remove them, hotel. Okay, mixed messages. Don't make no sense. I have questions, y'all. Not gonna stay there. And then one more, folks. I guarantee you. I guess I got a couple more. I lied. That you're not going to foresee the ending of this video unless you've seen it. Then fuck you for getting ahead of me. But here we go. Let's see if you can guess how this video is going to end. All right. So first off, oh, she working it. Work it, girl. Fashion model. Looking good. That's a tight dress. Hell yeah, I like the wig. You got the photographer. Got you in full frame. Killing it. Pull your dress up. Make sure you don't slip down the stairs. But yeah, ooh, I like the little sachet. Little hand. Ooh, little turn. Show off the bootay. Fuck yeah. I'm enjoying it. Work it, girl. Walk down the red carpet. Man, this is the best fashion show I've ever seen in my life. And oh, it's a funeral. It's a funeral, folks. Yeah, it's a funeral. Yikes. Okay. All right. That's a choice. What the fuck? So apparently what they say in the comments, not that anybody reads those, is that he was some kind of fashion designer or something and he wanted to have this done. So, okay, fine. Make it all about you. He's dead. He don't care. Probably wants you to style and profile down the runway like Ric Flair. Whoa. So anyway, cool. And then, oh, what the fuck? What else we got? What? Oh yeah, apparently, I don't know who it was, but apparently a man on suspicion of manslaughter has been arrested in the skate death of hockey player Adam Johnson. Remember this guy? We covered it. One of his opponents, Shawn Michaels, super kicked him in the throat with a ice skate and cut his throat and killed him. And apparently they've arrested somebody, a man. I don't know who it could have possibly have been they arrested, but apparently they can't release the names of who they arrested until after they're convicted or some shit. So I guess it's all a mystery on who could have possibly been arrested. Not like it was on video or anything that we all saw. So, guess it'll just be a mystery forever who they arrested for this crime. Weird. And then one more on what the fuck. What do we got here? Give me a good, oh no, it's terrible. Fuck. So anyway, apparently Will Smith, the actor, yeah, he had this guy used to work for him, used to be his best friend. I got to put that in quotes because ain't no fucking way this guy was his best friend. And also his assistant, brother Bilal, I don't know how you pronounce this. And anyway, apparently he got fired or something, and he seems salty. That's the word I would use. And he's doing the circuit, and he's shitting all over Will Smith, and calling him gay. Just outed him on national television or whatever, national Twitter for being gay. And I'm just going to say, before I even watch this, I do not believe this is true. I think this is bullshit. This guy seems like he has an axe to grind. And even if it was true, who gives a fuck? What is it your business to out somebody like this who don't want to be outed? You are a dick, regardless if this is true or not. Anyway, let's watch this unbelievable bullshit.
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted.
Okay.
And Will
first off
needed that validation to
flag
have
on
that
the play.
type of woman.
You saw her say
why the fuck
that Will
is
Smith
Jada Smith the woman everybody wants? First, she's not even that good looking, and she seems annoying as fuck. Like a horrible, horrible human being. I just don't understand. Tupac, Will Smith. What is it? She got a magic vagina or some shit? Never seen nothing like it. You guys could do way better. You know that. You're Will Smith. You could literally have any fucking woman on the world. What's wrong with you? Anyway.
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her.
This is why I don't believe him. Now, first off, at Will Smith, that's one thing, but saying he has a small dick, you obviously got an axe to grind. You just mad at Will Smith. He fired you or some shit. Probably yelled at you or something, and you like, I'll show that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell everybody he got a small dick and takes in the ass. Just good goddamn dude.
Buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much.
Quit talking about baby legs when you're talking about having sex, dude. All right, first off, that's the last thing I think of when I think about giant penis is a fucking baby leg. All right? What kind of pedo bullshit is this, dude?
That they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you like you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
Dude, this is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I've saw—
Why would somebody pay for you to go to rehab if you're not on drugs? What the fuck are you even talking about?
Sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
And this woman, she the worst actress in the world. I don't know if this is supposed to be a comedy show or what, but you are not good at your job.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Definitely happened.
Let me process
100%.
that for a second.
Let me process it.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
The fuck kind of gay sex they having? I watched a lot of gay sex. I ain't never seen no murder gay sex. That just seems like bullshit. Watch this, bad actors. I just can't believe it. I'm shooketh, y'all. I can't believe Will Smith would have gay sex. Who gives a fuck? Even if it's true, you be saying, dude, why you out Will Smith? Will Smith can have booty sex anybody the fuck he wants to. He Will Smith. All right, leave him alone. Let him do it. Not like Jada being fucking loyal to him or some shit. They can bang whoever the fuck they want to bang. But also, don't believe it. Don't believe you. You are trash. And also, what the fuck? That's my what the fuck session. What you guys think about that? Will's bottom, apparently a tiny tick bottom, according to this man, if you believe him, which I do not. Yes, definitely a scumbag, dude, a bad liar, just trying to get his 15 minutes of fame. I had to look up who the hell they were talking about. Like, I never heard of this dude. What was his name? Walked in on Dwayne Martin. You ever heard of Dwayne Martin? I looked him up, and apparently, I'll show you. He, an actor in mostly African-American type movies. This man, Dwayne Martin. Don't know if he's any kin to Martin Lawrence. I'm guessing not, because they don't have the same last name. But anyway, yeah. You guys ever heard of this dude? Me either, but whatever. And, all right. Dude is a bad liar. I agreed. Claims. There is more than one cat seeking your lab, Dusty. Hell yeah. As always, Cat Daddy. Floating cats for the win. It sounds like a bunch of hogwash. It does sound like a bunch of hogwash. I don't believe it at all. Will, more like a demi-top. I mean, if he's a bottom, I ain't got it wrong with it. I mean, the male G-spot is in the ass. So if he likes to have it erect a little bit, that's his business, you know. Ain't gonna judge. The one I always heard was Smiths, no relations, have gone to orgies together. No, I've never been to an orgy, y'all. I don't like sex that much. It would seem like it would smell bad too. Just like, ugh, just that, yuck. I have to leave now immediately before I vomit. And there might be into that, so then that will make me vomit even more. I think I seen him on Tyler Perry's movie. Oh, yeah, he's in all those movies, you're right. Jada Pinky Smith. You are so cheeky, Spanky Weasel. I miss Misty. Misty's in another room. I got to bring her back in here. We divided the cats up. They kind of self-segregated. So like 4 or 5 of them are hanging out in the other room lately. I like this video. Hell yeah, like the video. Everybody do it to it. You know you want to. The least you could do for the world's greatest show. And I'm performing on COVID, but I only have like a 5% more COVID. I have whooped COVID's ass, y'all. Probably because I'm double vaccinated. I should be like quadruple vaccinated, but I'm only double vaccinated, so I'm asking for it, and I got it. But just a little bit, just the tip, like Will Smith. And all right, it's time for some religious bullshit, y'all. Let's fucking do it. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Boom! And first off, on tonight's religious bullshit. Now, I talk a lot of shit, mostly about male preachers. But you know who's also awful? Women preachers. Yeah, they're just as bad, maybe worse, because the Bible specifically says, shut the fuck up, women. You're not even allowed to teach in church. Not reading the Bibles you claim to be preaching from. Anyway, cringe alert for those who set up with cringe-induced injuries. One of the worst preachers in the history of mankind is this lady. And let's see how much of this video we can get through before I claw my own eyeballs out.
Boom shaka. Laka laka. Boom. I may be in the red in my bank account, but I am moving forward, which means I am stepping into new dimensions of faith, which means you better catch me now. And if you're sleeping on me, you better get your sleep, because I'm about to come up out of this thing. And another thing that keeps us in quicksand is fear. fear of the unknown, afraid of dealing with the issue. Get it? Ha?
No, I don't get it.
It's you.
I still don't get it.
It's you.
Nope, don't get it.
It's you.
I don't get it. Still don't.
It's you.
Gesundheit.
It ain't him. It's you.
God bless you.
Find the real you. Listen to what Psalms 139 says. It says, oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
You have examined my heart and know every. He knows everything about you.
Even when I'm pooping?
He knows your weakness, and he still calls you his.
Gay.
He says, oh Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or I stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home, Netflix and chill. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say before I say it.
Well, so much for free will then. If the all-powerful, all-knowing God knows what I'll do before I do it, then I don't have any free fucking will. I'm just a mindless robot.
You still think I'm royalty.
I never thought that.
When I take myself off the couture rack and put myself on the clearance rack, you go take that red marker that I wrote on myself as failure and you white it out. And you say, baby, oh, in October 2023, you're going to have an awakening with me, and I'm going to straighten out your spiritual spine, and you're going to have the dignity to get back up again. Put your shoulders back and say, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. This is my season. Everything is about to shift in my favor. I prophesy life. I prophesy joy. I prophesy abundance. I prophesy that when I walk into a room, the atmosphere shift without me even opening my mouth.
Shit, she sounds possessed.
Doors are opening in this season that I ain't even qualified.
All right, that's all I can listen to. Listen to most of it. I did it. I made it through most of it. Holy God. Why would anybody go watch this on purpose? It's like a punishment. Maybe you guys have sinned and God has sent her to get vengeance upon you. And then, folks, on religious bullshit, apparently there's a gospel singer, Bobby Storm, who got nominated for a Grammy or some shit. And like all Christians, she doesn't think the rules apply to her. She has a captive audience on an airplane, and she could just do what the fuck she wants to do, regardless if the flight attendants are like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody wants to be proselytized by you. Zip it, old lady. But she did not zip it. Let's have a look at the arrogance.
But I was like, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you to be clear?
But they're enjoying it. So
no, no one's enjoying it.
I'm
not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well,
that's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, man.
Take her off the plane. Take her off.
Okay. If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you able to be quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine. If you were the
So that's
person in
yes.
charge of it all.
I'm your flight leader, yes.
If you're the person in charge of it all, then that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm singing on alone for y'all.
Do it anyway. She's going to do it anyway.
If that's okay.
Because she knows there's no accountability for her.
We can't forget them. All right? And you can download it. I don't know the issue. No one else has ever had an issue, but it's...
The issue is you're on a fucking plane with a bunch of people, and a lot of them probably don't want to hear your goddamn stupid fucking Christian music, okay? There's nothing worse than Christian music. You got a good voice, but nobody gives a fuck. Shut the fuck up, sit in your seat, get to where you're going, and get off the fucking plane like a normal human being. You ain't got to try to brainwash everybody on the plane when they can't get off, when they can't get away from your goddamn cult bullshit. That's the fucking problem, you goddamn selfish morons.
Father, thank you for each day in my life. I realize I don't need anything. I need you by my side.
Kick her off. Just good God, shameless. Need attention every fucking where you go. Can't stand not having eyes on you continuously. I I don't know anything about that. Fuck all y'all. And then apparently Ayan Hershey Ali, famous for the Hershey Highway, I can only assume. Anyway, popular ex-Muslim chud ass moron, I guess, has decided to become Christian now and wrote a whole big long thing to explain it. We can't counter Islamism, which is a word, with purely secular tools. Why? Sure we can. To win the hearts and minds of Muslims here in the West, we have to offer them something more than videos on TikTok. First off, Christianity is not going to win the minds and hearts of Muslims in the West. Like, what the fuck? Secondly, so the whole thing is, I read it. Meta did a whole big long article about why she's doing this. And surprise, surprise, it basically comes down to own the libs. To own the libs. It's not that she believes in Jesus or the Bible or any of it. It's just, think of all the libs that are going to be owned. I associate with MAGAism, and I know they're a Christian cult, so I'm going to join the Christian cult and spread their bullshit. Are you owned, everybody? Yeah, I'm totally owned. You own the shit out of me. Hershey Highway. Awesome to you. And all right, that's my quick religious bullshit. What do you think about that, y'all? Ever heard of that lady? No, me either. Trash. Her voice is mid at best. True story. And she's singing Christian music, so it can only make it worse. Steven Tyler never has this problem because he flies private. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Like, congrats, but keep it to yourself. They can't mentally ill have to be the center of attention all the time. They're pious. They're doing it for God. It's not for them, y'all. It's for God. God wants them to be an asshole on a plane, but you're literally pushing people away from religion, not towards it. Having the exact opposite effect. Isn't that right, Mr. Pretty Boy? Yeah. You so pretty. You're the prettiest boy. Uh-huh. And she should join Scientology. That would really own us. Hell yeah, give them all your money. Gonna convert all those Muslims to Scientology. They would rather own the libs than eat or pay rent. Yeah, give them 10% of your money. I am so owned right now. Holy shit, no pedals this time. Yep, no pedals. I'm trying to have a more uplifting show, but half of it is about Palestine, so failure, that is my name. Horrible, horrible fucking failure. What you gonna do? Hey, I didn't make this shit world. At least I don't think I did. I could be God, and then I made myself forget everything, because like if you're a God and you knew everything, you would be so fucking bored. There will be no newness anymore. Nothing to learn, nothing to surprise yourself, and it will be hell on earth. So maybe God made himself forget so that he could experience newness again. I don't know. Anyway, move right along, folks. It's time for some Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody. Hell yeah. And first off on tonight's Beyond Parody, oh my God, Elon Musk's so weird. I know this is just because he's on the spectrum. Got a little bit of the tism, or a lot of the tism. All of the tism, Mr. Elon Musk. But apparently, Elon Musk told SpaceX workers not to wear safety clothes because he doesn't like the bright colors. He literally made them paint over orange and yellow safety colors in his factories because he doesn't like those colors, folks. Who cares about your safety? Who cares what the OSHA requirements are? And none of that matters, folks. It's an eyesore to me, so when I'm around, don't wear those colors. So they were telling all the employees, hey, when Elon Musk is around, don't wear orange hard hats or yellow safety vests or anything. Just be unsafe. Totally cool. Makes sense, I guess. When you're rich, they just let you do it. And then he's so sad, folks. But like I said on the last show, I almost feel sorry for him. There's literally something wrong with Elon. Like, he is mentally impaired because he has the mind of an 8-year-old. I know he's a business genius, richest man in the world, but there's no way this dude is just a normal, typical 55-year-old adult male who posts stuff like this. So he's having a feud with an AI program, ChatGPT. He made his own AI program called Grok, which is, I guess, a cringe engine. It's just specifically designed to create cringe, which is doing, I guess it's like succeeding in its intent. But here he is, a grown-ass man posting this picture as an homage to ChatGPT with the message, would you like some tea? Yeah, a dog's balls in your face. I'm the world's richest man, y'all. This is real life. Totally cool. Just good goddamn. It's so embarrassing that this is our fucking society. This is what we reward as a culture. Fucking Elon Musk. Man. Seek help, dude. It's sad. And then some good news for a change. You guys hear about this one? KKK leaders started stabbing each other over argument about who's the most racist. Don't stop. Don't stop. I think you're both not racist at all. Fight it out. Fight it out. Who's more racist? Hey, the one that kills the other is the one that's the most racist. In my opinion, this argument can be solved with violence. Usually not. Usually violence is not the answer. This time, 100% violence is the answer. So good. Do it. Do it. And then, last but not least, on a very special Beyond parody, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And yes, it's a lizard man. Ron DeSantis, folks. Once again, trying to pretend to be a human being. He's like, I know I can do it this week, y'all. I know I can do it. I had this interview on this news program. Dude, just act normal. Just pretend you're a human. Act like you see people on TV act. And I gotta say, for Ron DeSantis, he nailed it.
Welcome to another edition of Choose Well 2024. Welcome to another edition of Choose Well 2024. Today our special...
This side door, he'll smile.
We have First Liberty. We have the Family Power. We have First Liberty.
I
we
don't
have
know
the
what to do
family...
with my hands. Am I normal now? Am I normal?
And there is a little studio audience here that's made up of team members, board members, some donors, and there is a little studio audience here that's made up of team members, board members, some donors, I
am not a lizard person. I have been on this planet my entire life. How are you doing, fellow human beings?
Ron DeSantis. Governor Ron DeSantis.
And immediately goes away. That's hilarious. Funniest thing I ever heard. So weird. But that's conservatism, folks. The strangest among us. But they're still ruling us all somehow. Because of some kind of slave era system that is completely set up to make slave states have more power. Super cool, America. Amazing system. No notes. What you guys think about that? Are you going to vote for Ron DeSantis? You know you are. Ron DeSantis. Yep. I cannot wait to see him in drag. He already got the high heels. He's already partway there. Do it, Ron. He's doing the Trump hand, Vad. Yeah, they all do that. Ooh, it's a power symbol. Ooh. You're supposed to shake people's hand real tight. Ooh, and look them in the eye and put your hand over their hand. Ooh, it's a power move. That kind of shit just drives me crazy. That's why I just do fist bumps. Don't fucking shake my hand. Why are you touching me, motherfucker? Make Zuckerberg look more human. I know, right? Zuckerberg looks downright normal in comparison. It actually pains him to smile. His face going to shatter. They're so hateful inside. It's obvious that he dislikes human beings so much, that he does not want to be there, that he does not want to do any of that. But he also wants power incredibly bad. So do what you got to do, I guess. That's the vagina side. It's the diamond cutter. Bang! DDP. Freaking sociopath. Yes. How many bodies you guys think are buried around his property? More than JF Gary Epe. I don't want Project 25. Vote blue. I know, right? Seeming bad. It seems bad. They did another poll, and if the election was held today, Donald Trump would be our winner. Now, Joe Biden would still win the popular vote, but it doesn't matter in our system for some reason. In our system, the person that gets the least amount of votes often wins, and he is still the odds-on favorite. Maybe that'll change, but it shouldn't be like that even right now. So the fact that it's even like that right now, it just goes to show you how fucked our country is, what trash human beings we are, and how much we pretty much deserve whatever we get. He looks like Homelander from The Boys. Yeah, a doughy Homelander. Homelander rocks, though. The actor, anyway. I love the Homelander actor. Mike Johnson has a closet full of more clothes. Pretty funny. Twilight Zone, it is weird. All right, last chance to get your super chats in, folks. Please get them in and help out the world's greatest show. If you can, I would very much appreciate it. Going to read all the rest of them at the end of Chud Watch, but let's do it. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds and make fun of them. And all the kitties say, Rick, Flair, meow. Hell yeah. And first off, on the Chud Watch, Cat Turd posted a selfie, y'all. I posted a picture of Cat Turd a while back, and there people were like, that's not really him, Dusty. That's not what Cat Turd looks like. And I can't even believe I have to even cover Cat Turd. But unfortunately, the world we live in has made this man one of the thought leaders in our society, quoted repeatedly by former president and potential future president Donald Trump. Just goes to show you anybody can become a figure in the political world, says me, Dusty Smith, sitting in my bed with a bunch of cats. All you have to do is get online and just talk shit. And literally, you can name yourself Cat Turd. The more low class that you are, the more likely it is that conservatives are going to make you a darling, a hero. Cat Turd says, turd stock is about to kick off. There'll be lots of pics. Took my first and last selfie here, LOL. Dressing country because it's Nashville and John freaking Rich. Say hi to me. Woo, John freaking Rich. Isn't he awesome? And holy shit, looking like you got some stubby legs there, Cat Turd. And I should know, I got the stubbiest fucking little tiny ass legs in the world. So, manlet. Who could have guessed it? And yep, God damn it, America. This is why we can't have nice things. Quit making stupid people famous. And did you guys see about the freak out over Bill Burr's wife? I love me some Bill Burr's wife. Bill Burr always talking about his wife, y'all. Has a lot of stand-up comedy bits about his wife and talks about her on his podcast a lot. Loves his wife. As you would imagine he would, but legitimately loves his wife. Here she is. She is this lovely chocolate lady. Is that racist? Lovely chocolate lady over here. Flipping off. Boom. Flipping off Donald Trump. So they're at the UFC together. Don't go to UFC, Bill Burr. It is a chud event. And they had Donald Trump come out there. There she is. She's like, fuck you, Trump. Hell yeah. Hero shit. And then, as you can imagine, freak out. She is the worst human ever. So unclassy. Say the people that back the man Cat Turd. The classiest humans on earth. Conservatives. First off, they're making fun of her being fat. You know, Trump supporters making fun of somebody for being fat. Because, of course, no irony whatsoever, no self-reflection. Myron Gaines says, oh, look, she's fat, too. Not surprised, since the average black woman is 187 pounds in the U.S. Yeah. And fat-phobic and racist at the same time. Only the best of the best come out to support Trump. Bill Burr's wife proved why black women are statistically the least desirable race of any female to be with. Shaking my fucking head. Yeah, she fat and black women. Everybody hates black women, don't they? It's because this one black woman flipped off Donald Trump, so let's be racist and shit on black women. Super cool conservatives, the best among us. Not the only one. Getting their panties all in a bunch. Here's Benny Johnson. Funded by billionaires, Benny Johnson says, Bill Burr's wife is so classy. Imagine calling out someone for being unclassy when you're a Trump supporter. Literally, perhaps the least classy human on the face of the fucking planet. Makes fun of disabled people. Continuously trashing literally anybody he has a beef with. Just the dregs of humanity. But of course, hypocrisy is all they fucking got. So what do you expect? Here's Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer has the balls. Yes, I'm using that word correctly. Balls to call somebody else unattractive. Laura Loomer says, why is Bill Burr married to this? Because he loves her? Because he married her before he was rich and famous, and unlike Donald Trump, he actually is loyal to somebody he loves, treats her with respect and kindness, not going to bail on her just because he got rich and Mike could get somebody more physically attractive. This is what true love is, what true marriage is about, true fidelity is about, saying your vows and actually meaning them, honor and integrity. So yeah, I know that's why you don't know anything about it. She goes on to say, isn't he a millionaire? Probably, yeah. Bill Burr's got at least $15 million, and still he's not leaving his wife, which I guess is bad in the eyes of a conservative somehow, because they're so classy, y'all. They're so classy. As soon as you get money, you immediately have to leave your wife for a trophy wife, or else you're not classy, like her daddy Trump did. LOL, if you're a millionaire, prioritize your health and get a personal trainer. But if you're a billionaire like Trump, don't worry about it. Eat all the fucking hamburgers. Just shovel the Cokes down your fucking throat all day long. All the fries. Just be the biggest, fattest tub of goo you can possibly be. I'll suck your dick anyway. There is no excuse for rich people to be severely obese or unhealthy. Oh my fucking God, how is this real life? If you have money, prioritize your health. Yes, say the human purge mask. Imagine this woman, this fucking woman, making fun of somebody's looks. Good God, what have you done to yourself? How is this real life? And yes, this is a hilarious comment. This is what people look like when you're on acid. It really is. This is literally what people's faces look like. They're all taut and weird and shifting and moving purge mask. Read the room. But hey, she's going to be in Donald Trump's cabinet if he wins presidency. She's going to have a high-ranking job in the United States government. And it's not even unlikely that it'll happen. This woman right now in America is the odds-on favorite to have a high-level cabinet position in the American government, y'all. This is what we're dealing with in this country. We are not a serious people. You just gotta laugh to keep from crying. It's a dark comedy, y'all. And we're smack dab in the middle of this bullshit. And meanwhile, the coolest man in the world, Kevin Sorbo, Jercules, letting us know about another really, really cool man, Donald Trump. And he's just a cool guy, y'all. He's just a cool guy. Isn't he so cool? How can you be any cooler than Donald Trump? Wow, just look at this coolness. Look at this. This sort of lump of hair over here, and then there's a baldness, another lump of hair over here, some kind of clown wig going on. So cool. I have such a crush. Just good God. When Kevin Sorbo tells you you're cool, spoiler alert, you're not cool. You are hot as fuck, hotter than the sun at that moment. And then, did you guys see this one? Donald Trump's former lawyer, Gina Ellis, just telling the truth for once, folks, at the deposition, saying this thing that should ensure Donald Trump gets nowhere near the White House ever again, but it's America. We don't actually care. So here he is. Here she is outright saying that she was personally informed by Trump's top advisor that Trump is not going to leave the White House, that he doesn't give a shit that he lost. Democracy is over. The will of the people is over. Who gives a fuck? We have a new dictator now.
Okay. And at the time period where they were going to start to discuss, what was Dan Scavino's role?
At the time, I believe his title was social media director for the White House. It became deputy chief of staff at the time that the conversation in question took place.
Okay, and when was that? The
conversation was around December 19th of 2020 at the White House Christmas party. And I emphasized to him, I thought that the claims and the ability to challenge the election results was essentially over, because he said to me in a kind of excited tone, well, we don't care and we're not going to leave. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, the boss, meaning President Trump, and everyone understood the boss, that's what we all called him. He said the boss is not going to leave under any circumstances. We are just going to stay in power. And I said to him, well, it doesn't quite work that way, you realize. And he said, we don't care.
Yeah, they don't care, folks. Who cares what people voted for? Not like they have to obey democracy or the Constitution or anything. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. And man, if you've seen their plans that they put in place for when Trump gets reelected, if Trump gets reelected, they pretty much just decided he's never leaving power. They're going to fire everybody in the government and put Trump loyalists in every position, and they're just going to rule us forever and ever and ever. And at this point, I'm almost like, good. Just destroy the country at this point. We don't deserve any better as a people. If Trump right now is leading in the polls, if he is the odds-on favorite, this country is a failed experiment. America is goddamn over. It's time for it to just collapse and us to move on to whatever the fuck's next, in my opinion. At least we wouldn't be supporting Israel then. At least we would be sending Israel $300 billion a year to bomb 5,000 children, right? At this point, I'm fucking over this country, y'all. Done. Put a fucking fork in this goddamn bullshit. It's over. Of course, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't really say that because as a old white dude, as an old white straight male, I'm going to be fine regardless of what the fuck happens. And so I still have to fight. I still have to fight for democracy. Even though Democrats aren't much better, I still have to fucking fight for that bullshit because of the other people that are going to be hurt that are not me, which I will still fight for. Okay, I promise. But it is very disturbing and disappointing. I've never been more disappointed in this fucking country. And remember, folks, this is how Nazis came to power. This is exactly how it happens. Tuberville, his military blocks is not about abortion. It's not. Paul's State Department blocks are not about COVID. J.D. Vance's DLG blocks are not about the nominees. They're keeping the rolls open for Trump. This is an ongoing coup. This is Project 2025. They're specifically not letting anybody take positions so that when Trump gets in, he can put nothing but Trump loyalists that would do whatever the fuck he says. It is a coup, a takeover of our government. And right now, I'm not trying to be alarmist, he is the odds-on favorite to win. The odds-on favorite to do this. I know we're still a long way out. I know lots can happen between now and then. But I am still trying to push everybody to take this very fucking seriously because it's way, way safer to take it seriously and have it not come true than not take it seriously and have it come true. Time to push the fucking panic button. And this is the problem we have. Number one podcast on earth, folks. Tens of millions of views. How many I got right now? 650, 741. That's what I'm pulling in. He'll get millions live. Millions more listening. Joe Rogan. He just had Bill Burr, who I don't care for. But Bill Burr was on a show the other day and in detail pointed out to him why Joe Biden was better, why Trump was dangerous, pointed out all the shit Trump did. And the whole time, Joe Rogan just agreed with me. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. You're right. The moment a Trump supporter's on a show, 100% switch, a 180-degree flip. Here's Whitney Cummings discussing with Joe Rogan how amazing Donald Trump was as president on the number one podcast in the world.
It is too far gone. You will not stop this process. This process, this demoralization of your country will be complete. And it starts with teaching Marxist-Leninist ideas in colleges.
Wow. Yes, isn't that the problem, folks? Isn't it Marxist-Leninist ideas in colleges? No, it's not. It's Christianity in Vacation Bible School. It's teaching ancient fiction to little Jewish kids. It's teaching ancient fiction to little Muslim children. It's fucking religion. It's not people wanting equality in colleges. It's not wanting the workers to seize the means of productions. It's not about lowering the wealth inequality. That is not the fucking problem, Joe Rogan. But of course, he has $500 million, so he real happy with the current situation, y'all.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild because if this guy was just guessing in 1984, and it's not really like a long-term Soviet strategy to destroy America, that has been like super duper successful.
I mean, feels like there's, I don't know, RFK Jr., but I'm not weighing in on the science part of it. I just feel like
why would you? Why would you weigh in on the truth of the bullshit lies he continuously spews? Let's just ignore the fact that he lies his ass off and spreads misinformation that is getting lots and lots of people killed. I don't even care about that. I like his voice, because isn't his voice amazing? It's not. It's the worst thing you've ever heard in your life. It makes you want to kill yourself. Yeah.
had someone being like, "We're coming for you." I mean, his voice alone, it's like, I think everyone would be like, "Damn, they're not fucking around in America."
Yeah, well, damn, they're fucking idiots in America. They'll elect anybody, even a guy who can't even fucking speak properly. You can't even understand him. You want to vomit when you hear his voice. Damn.
I think their other country's biggest fear would be Trump getting back in power.
Yeah, it is.
He's the one guy that is, even though he's a business insider, he's a billionaire and all that good stuff. But
he's a billionaire and all that good stuff, y'all. Because being a billionaire is amazing. That's good. All that, I can't mention the good stuff, but the billionaire, obviously, that's one. And then all the other good stuff. This genius businessman who has done nothing but commit fraud over and over again, who's committed bankrupt over and over again, who has bankrupted so many fucking countries, who spent $8 trillion put in our credit card, left office with less jobs than he had when he took office. This genius billionaire.
He's not a political insider, and he does not work well with those people, and he wants to do things his way. And
yeah, he wants to rule us like a dictator. True. That's not a good thing, Joe.
I just think he's a much more formidable adversary for these countries. He doesn't fuck around with them. But he also will make...
He literally sucks their dick. Every single brutal dictator, he licks their balls all day long. What are you talking about?
Deals with them, too. Like
what do you mean deals? He doesn't deal with them. He gets them everything they want and sucks their dick, Joe.
Kind of crazy how he was... No one gave him credit for saying literally the most logical thing when he was talking to CNN's Caitlin, whatever her name is. I forget the woman's name. Sorry. But he was talking to her, and she said, "Do you want Ukraine to win this war?" He goes, "I want people to stop dying."
No one else will say that.
Well, that seems like the most logical thing to say. Like,
so logical, y'all. So logical. During World War II, asking Trump, "Hey, do you want Germany to win this war?" "I just want people to stop dying. I just want people to stop dying. I don't care who wins. Isn't that so logical? Oh my God, we need him as president, y'all. What sensibilities? Just fuck. Man, I wish I could say what I wanted to about this thumb.
Stop. Figure out how to get people to stop dying. Of course.
Yes, his idea of getting people to stop dying is letting Russia just go in and murder as many people as they want to, rape, kill, and take land. That's his idea of getting people to stop dying. This baby brain bullshit. Holy God, this is so immature. This is so low level, which explains why it's the #1 podcast in the world.
Horrible war. You got people that were literally a part of the same union, and now they're blowing each other up.
I think we're getting to a point where people just want to see someone be fearless. It's like the same person who's like, Rosie O'Donnell's fat. Yeah, is she not? Is she not? Like, I mean, it's...
Yeah, we just want somebody to be rude, okay? Somebody to be rude and who will suck dictator dick all day long. That's what we really want, isn't it? Someone who is just the most awful, nasty human being on earth. That's really what everybody wants, isn't it? No, it's fucking not. You dregs of goddamn humanity. Fuck, no, it's not.
Funny, but it's also like it just boils down to, this guy will say the truth.
What happened with
Donald Trump is fatter than Rosie O'Donnell is.
Did Rosie talk shit about him or something like that? Is that what started?
I don't really know. I think, look, we forget that he was the biggest TV star before he was the president.
He was not the biggest TV star. He absolutely fucking was not. He was on a reality goddamn show, okay? The fuck you talking about?
I mean, The Apprentice was massive, so I think he maybe knew her from that, and he called her fat. I mean, remember when But people just, it boils down to like, she is.
He's fat too.
Or, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Rosie, are you not? Like, I don't know to tell you. Like, so
he's fat too.
He's just saying the truth. And I think that it's like people are trying so hard just to get reelected.
He literally does not tell the truth. He is the biggest liar we've ever had in the fucking White House. He told, 60,000 goddamn lies. Yeah, occasionally he says something rude to a woman. You fucking moron.
Just tell the truth and serve their country, and it's so obvious and transparent. And it's like the more, it's like when that woman E. Jean Carroll came forward against him for like sexual harassment, and he was like, "Look at her, you think I'd harass her?" I mean, you're just like, the guy's unstoppable.
That lady's a nutty lady.
Yeah, he raped her. The courts literally found that he sexually assaulted her, which the judge said was the equivalent of rape. She's the one that's bad here. She's nutty. Trump said she was too ugly to rape. Don't we love that about him? Don't we love him that he was convicted of the equivalent of raping her, and he said she's too ugly to rape? Isn't that what we want running our country? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Holy God, Joe Rogan, this is what you've become, dude. And also, Joe Rogan, looking bad, dude. Looking real fucking bad. Lay off the steroids. Just so depressing. And yep, the United States will not survive a second Trump term. If you don't believe me, let's listen to some zombies.
When you say go after them, what do you mean?
Arrest them. Imprison them for violating our Constitution.
How do you do that?
Police are probably with us.
I mean, the police will be on the side of
the patriots. They sure will. They haven't been corrupted yet, as far as I know.
I mean, that's an actual civil war that you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You believe that the election was stolen in 2020?
Absolutely. It's playing on the nose of your face.
Yeah, when you say go out, they're gonna arrest us, y'all. They're gonna put us in concentration camps. Anybody that doesn't think the election was stolen, just round us up. They're the good guys. They're patriots, y'all. You don't understand. They have to overthrow our government, install Trump as a dictator, and kill us all and put us in camps on account of how patriotic they are. And I, for one, can't wait to be killed by this steely-eyed badass missile man, this genetic specimen, the best of us all. Thank you for your service, sir. And also, bring it, you old bitch. Bring it, motherfucker. You think us lefties don't have goddamn guns? Fuck around and find out. You think anybody's fucking afraid of you? Nobody is afraid of you, old man. Fucking nobody. You're sad, you're pathetic, and we welcome it. We welcome it. Bring it, motherfucker. I'm not even a tough guy. I'm not even going to do shit. You know who's going to do it? The fucking cops. The fucking cops are going to blast you down if you step the fuck out of line and try to do some shit because they're not on your side, right? The military's not on your side. Nobody is. You're fucking losers. Just like every other terrorist wannabe sack of shit that stepped out of the fucking line and got put the fuck down. That's what'll happen to you. But your cowardly ass ain't gonna do shit but run your fucking mouth because that's all you goddamn guys do. You're fucking pathetic. Meanwhile, they all mad at Taylor Swift, y'all, because Taylor Swift getting out the vote for the youth. But we're in trouble because the Republicans are bringing out their big guns. Chachi and Angelina Jolie's dad. Yeah, they're mobilizing them. Oh no, we're fucked, y'all. We're fucked. How are we going to overcome Chachi and Angelina Jolie's dad? I don't know, y'all. I'm scared. It's all over. We had a good run, y'all. Whew. And then, did you guys see this crazy shit? Not a serious country, not a serious people. Children, that's who we have running us. Here's Senator Mullen from Oklahoma. In the highest political body in the land. He was voted to represent the people, and this is who they hired to represent him. On the House floor, trying to pick a fight with one of the witnesses, y'all. These fucking mental children.
Like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on. Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution, every poll?
No, sit down.
So he's a little jab there, this little manlet. And you can tell he's a little manlet by how insecure he is. Because manlets, a lot of times, they are so insecure they have to prove themselves. They have a little chip on their shoulder. And that, I'm a man. You challenged me. I'm a man. But it comes off as nothing but pure, unadulterated insecurity, which is what it fucking is. You're pathetic.
Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Actively.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond?
Hold it. If we can, no, I have the mic. I'm sorry.
This is
hold
what
it.
He said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing.
This is a hearing. You're a fucking senator. Oh my God. So embarrassing. But hey, it's America. What do you expect? This is how we behave. We are clowns. And this is a pretty funny clapback, though. I got to give it to this guy. This is a pretty funny clapback.
Hold it. Answer the questions.
All right, y'all won. He made a lot of statements, right? And his statements are fiction at best.
Fiction. I read them.
Can you?
What?
Answer the question, please.
I can't understand him, to be honest with you.
All right. Hold it.
Man, you know, squeaky ass voice like your balls just dropped. Oh my God, he owned you. Hilarious. And this is what got him mad, folks. He didn't show the picture, but literally the reason he's mad is because this guy he's talking to made fun of him for being a short little manlet who has to stand on a box behind a podium. Here's his gender-affirming care. He wants to feel like a big, tall man like this guy, so he has to stand on a box. And so the guy, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made, in reality just a clown and a fraud, always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me anytime, any place, cowboy. Literally, this is what he's making fun of him for. Didn't show the picture, did ya, manlet? But he's so furious, so insecure about being caught a little shorty that this is how he responded on the House floor, folks. This is how he's representing his constituents, by acting like a child, like they fucking always do. And here's the, I would say sad part, but it's par for the course of these people. Here he was last month talking to a church group about how he don't get mad. He forgives his enemies. He turns the other cheek because that's what you do when you're a loving Christian, isn't it? Always got to pretend to be pious and godly, but your actions prove your words are full of shit.
A lot of times when I speak, I also speak about my heart too. Something I've had to change about loving the people, love the call. You guys, many of you guys have heard me say that. And a lot of times I talk about that because I choose my attitude. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of times we can get angry about politics. We can get mad at someone. I heard someone back here a while ago when I was talking saying baloney.
Somebody said you're a little short manlet. Somebody said you had little stubby legs. Somebody said you're only 5 foot nothing. Someone said you're so insecure about being a little Napoleon that you can't see straight. Somebody said that.
We get passionate about it.
Well, you did get passionate, didn't you?
But Lord still calls us to love.
Mm-hmm. So loving you are.
And so even if you disagree with me, I still love you.
I can see your love.
I still respect you.
Ah, so respectful. Definitely. Isn't he all about respect and love like Jesus told him to be? Definitely in no way a fucking amazing hypocrite, is he, y'all? And then, folks, here he was. Here he was on January 6th, y'all. Here's the big studly man. There he is. Look how brave he is. On January 6th, Trump's people coming from him. Oh my God, he's standing up so tall and brave, isn't it? You cowering fuck. You cowering simp fuck. Look at you. Look at you. No wonder you're pretending like you're a big Billy badass now. And these were Trump's people. These are your own people coming after you. Look how cowardly you are. Just good God. Can't write this shit. So, of course, he got on his elected official account and tried to instigate violence, try to make a threat with a gun. Here he is right after this happened today. Let's do it. Anytime, any place. Act comfortably smug, him and his guns. That's so pathetic, dude. That's so fucking pathetic. You had to post a picture of you with a gun to challenge the other guy with. So tough, isn't it? What, are you going to shoot him? Fucking probably. Sad. And last but not least on our Chud Watch, told you guys on the last show how our new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, doesn't have a bank account. Hasn't had a bank account for 5 years, y'all. And he was like, I'm a man of modest means. There's nothing to see here. Yeah, Congressman Mike Johnson's wife and family own $10 million worth of real estate assets in Louisiana. The report found that the assets were transferred in their names in order to avoid legal complications and conflicts of interest. The properties in question include a $2 million vacation home in Lake Charles, a $1 million apartment in New Orleans, a $500,000 condo in Shreveport, Louisiana, and a $400,000 house in Johnson's hometown of Bossier City, Louisiana. Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. This is a guy who's third in line to the presidency. Nice America, always crooked, always corrupt, all the time, and nothing's going to happen, nothing's going to be done, because this is what we expect from politicians nowadays. Children, threats of violence, and corruption every step of the fucking way. Nobody should be fucking surprised, and that is... What is this one? Did I not do this one yet? Okay, I know what this one is. All right, cool. That's my show. All right, cool. And that is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. What you guys think about that? Humble means so humble. They only get jobs in Congress to become rich. Insider trading, $100 million, sell out the people. That's what they're all fucking about. Both Democrats and conservatives, both sides of it. But no bank account. I know, right? Curious, but let's not worry about it. Let's not even look into it. No. All right, here's where I do my commercial. I am sorry for this. Hey, folks, I have a Patreon account. If you click on the video you're watching right now, which is this video right here, there I am. Hell yeah, what up, Dusty? If you click on this video that you're watching and click on the More button under the description, the very first link is to my Patreon. If you click on it, it has become a member right here. Just click on it, and then whatever you want to donate, $1 a month, $5 is pretty good, 10, $1 million, whatever you can afford. Please consider supporting me. I put out nothing but free content for you guys all the time, and then a little bit of it, a tiny bit of it is behind a paywall, and that's how I support the show. I don't sell anything. I don't run ads on the show. Somebody on my last show said, Dusty, run ads on the show. Why don't you run ads on the show? You deserve it. It's not about the money. Not that I make a lot of money on ads anyway, but I do not want ads on this show. I do not want other people deciding what to put on my platform. And also, I don't want my show broken up by ads. My show has a certain flow to it. I want it to be incredibly fast, and having a bunch of ads slows down the pace of the show. But more than that, I don't want assholes deciding what shows up on my show. I don't want them advertising things that I don't agree upon. And you don't know what's going to be put on your show. So I don't allow that to happen. So how I support myself, keep the lights on, and keep the cats fed is my Patreon. So please consider clicking on the link and supporting on my Patreon. You get lots of exclusive content, stuff you've never seen, like the after party, which is coming up directly after this show. And you have access to all the other after parties. So if you could help me out, I very much appreciate it. And thank you for listening to my commercial. And all right, let's listen to and read the super chats, shall we? Hell yeah. Super chats. What we got tonight? Catalina Gearbox, what up, Catalina? Hi, Dusty. Christopher Titus has a YouTube channel and it's super based. All right, we'll check that out in the after party. Nope, wrong button. I am bookmarking it right now. We're going to watch that just for you, Catalina, and the after party. Thank you for the recommendation. Jason Ashby, one Call of Duty membership. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Hobbit. Scroll down, Mercedes. Hobbit and Friends. Dusty Smith is a time traveler sent back to our time to save humanity. I wish. I actually came from the past. I used to be in my former life. My name was shit. I can't even think of it now. What the fuck is it? God damn it! See, it's brain fog, y'all. I'm telling you, I got brain fog from fucking COVID. Vladimir Lenin. That's what I was going to think. Why can't I think of Vladimir Lenin? Vladimir Lenin. See, I'm lying about that because I couldn't even think of the fucking word. Couldn't even think of the name that I used to use. Vladimir Lenin. If you guys ever look at old pictures of Vladimir Lenin, he looks like a bald version of me, which I'm bald in real life. I got hair plugs. So basically, I figured that shit out after like 70 years. And Finwath, what up, Finwath? Yeah, man, I wrestle with depression. The world fucking sucks, but your show helps keep me going. Keep it up, bro. I don't really wrestle depression. I'm like usually pretty cheery. I have an amazing life. Like, I literally think that I have lived one of the best lives that anybody's ever lived. And that's not because I'm great or good or anything to do with me. That's because I'm lucky as shit. I've had incredibly lucky experience on this planet. So I'm usually not very depressed, but it is so depressing to cover the Palestinian stuff, which is coming up next, that I had to like build it up inside of me. It takes like a lot of effort to psych myself up to turning the camera on and talking about this stuff because I do not want to talk about it at all. But that's a privileged position, and I have to. Thank you, Finwild. Good to see you tonight. Basset Hound Gang, $10. Thank you for coverage of Palestine. Hey, I don't need a pat on the back for doing the right thing, but I'll take it. Thank you, Basset Hound. Moss Duft. $5. More dogs for us, more money for you. Don't believe it, just try me. All right, I need to go record the dog. See, one of the reasons I don't go in there record the dogs is because my house is not nice. It's a fixer-upper house. And so the half of the house the dog's in, obviously it's fine. It's for dogs, it's not like falling down on them or anything, but it's not nice. And I don't want people to make fun of me, and they will make fun of me if I show you guys how like my house needs work and shit. And I worry about that. So that's why I got issues, but I'll try to go in there and film the dogs more. Vincenze B, what up, Vincenze? Pronounce Vicha. All right, Vicha. It looks like Vincenze. Vicha B. Love you, Dusty. I'm reading science books lately to help distract me from the horrors in PS. It's not just educational, but inspirational. How much we have figured out. Like, yeah, I know, right? It's way more interesting than fiction. People like conspiracy theories because they think the real world is too boring, but that's only because they're stupid. If you actually look into how things actually operate in this universe, it's way more exciting than fiction. And thank you, Vicha. I appreciate it. The straight trade of $5. This planet sucks. I want to go live with aliens. You don't know. Aliens might not be better than us. Haven't met them yet, so I'm not going to assume, but yeah, alone might not be too bad. And Bananas, what up, R? Good to see you tonight. I just want you to know I haven't gone cheap on you, Dusty. Only going to donate through PayPal from now on. I hope you got my donation for today's show. I did. I was going to give you a shout out already when I did the kitty party, which is coming out of this show. It's in your honor. And thank you, R, for being so generous. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. And Mitchell Guide, 10 Cult Busting memberships. Hell yeah. Love me some Mitchell Guide. Everybody, give a shout out to Mitchell Guide and better see everybody who got a membership at tonight's after party. Check the community section of YouTube for your link. And sorry for being late. Hey, no forgiveness, you sack of shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. A little bit of forgiveness. Jeff Moore. What? Jeff Moore. I'm alive for you getting divorced, brother. I know. Hopefully Jeff won't mind me talking about this. So Jeff, just my buddy who used to live here, doesn't live here anymore. Jeff moved out. Fucking Jeff. Anyway, he had an interaction with the Redneck Mississippi police last week, and they roughed him up and they put him in the emergency room. He was in the hospital for like 5 days. And so Jeff has him a lawyer now, and I don't know if he's going to win, but maybe a lawsuit in Jeff's future. So sorry that happened to you, Jeff. Fuck the police, ACAB. And I'm going to be there for you every step of the way if you need it. You know me, brother. Bananas get to 5 Cult memberships. Hell yeah, Bananas, hero to the show. Everybody give Bananas some love. And speaking of hero, BBC going to come through Mississippi next month. And we're going to hang out. I'm going to take BBC to get some margaritas. I'm saving my drinking for special occasions. I haven't had anything to drink in like 3 weeks. I'm not drinking on my own, but special occasions, like when BBC comes to town, hell yeah, we getting fucked up, BBC. That special game will be ready in December. Here's some kitty cash. Hell yeah. Thank you, BBC. You're so generous to me, and I look forward to hanging out with you, and I appreciate you a lot. And Cole James, woo, woo. Also love me some Cole James. Peace to you, my favorite name, Cole James. Social Lust, Dusty, I love the River song. All right. I think I deleted it on accident. I deleted all kinds of shit on accident. I don't know how that happened. So I can't play it this show, but I do have a backup on my cloud. So I'll pull it out, and next show, just for you, Social Lust, I'm going to play that song for you. And I'm poor, says Unfriendly Atheist. Yeah, join the fucking club. But still like it. UA, good to see you tonight. Swinging Cat, $10. My pharaohs are more friendly looking than Meatball Ron. And they send their regard. Your pharaohs are more human than Meatball Ron. So that's why. Floyd Fluff and Stuff, $10. My election prediction, Gavin Newsom primaries, Biden beats Trump by a landslide. If no Newsom, then Biden and Trump. Voters cancel each other out. And RFJ Jr. ends up winning. Yeah, I heard Gavin Newsom was taking some business because he decided to clean up San Francisco because the dictator of China is coming through town. So they cleaned all the shit off the streets and stuff. Why you got to wait for a dictator to come through town to clean up the streets, Gavin Newsom? Just saying, dude, that's a bad look. But anyway, yeah, he'd be better than Biden, I guarantee you. Misha River, he says something in French that I don't speak. So, horse the overs, Misha. And M1000, $2. My Seymour Butts, optician behind you all the way. Hell yeah. I love me some Seymour Butts. Misha Rivera, trickle charge, appreciation for work, pups, kiddies. Hell yeah. Thank you, Misha River. Trickle on down to me. Joseph Justin, $4.99. 45 supporters who make him their entire personality are probably the same people who think they're forming a real bond with a stripper. Hey, she likes me for me, all right? She would do it for free, but I give her the money because I want to support her and her children and her boyfriend. So, just saying, you don't know my life. Sanctuary Inc., thanks for always doing a great job. Hey, I do what I can. Thank you for supporting. As long as you guys support it, I will always do this on account of, me never dying. Tuesday show, you rock. Love to all the critters. Hey, love to you, John Bliss. Thank you. And Jason Ashby will give. Hell yeah, Jason, you rock. And Margarita Buddy, woo, woo. We getting drunk on Elizabeth's dollar. Hell yeah, BBC. Appreciate you, Elizabeth. And thank you for everybody who donated tonight. Very generous of you all. Very much appreciate it. Hit the like button, everybody. Do it to it. And also going to read all the rest of the super chats at the end of the show. So if you'd like to immortalize yourself on the world's greatest show, for all time, then you could do so still with the super chat, because gonna read them all at the end of the show. You know you want to make you feel good in your bones. But for now, we're gonna feel bad in our bones because it's time for the Free Palestine section, which is a big part of the show tonight, unfortunately. And I apologize, but it's got to be covered, y'all. We have to have some counter programming because the news media is almost 100% on Israel's side, and all our politicians are on Israel's side, and a huge section of supporters of the show are on Israel's side. So we have to have some counter programming, and this is it. It was never about self-defense, folks. Here's Israel's National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, says, regarding Gaza, what is needed here is an occupation. As every time our enemies lost territory, they lost the war. We should have full control. This will deter our enemies and let them know we have won. Yep, no shit, that's what it was always about. You are literally trying to create terrorists on purpose so they can attack you more, and then you'll have more excuse to bomb children and take their land. We already knew, but thank you for saying the quiet part out loud, even though it wasn't quiet. You guys have just been saying this out loud the whole time. We hear you. We hear you. And take that goofy fucking hat off, asshole. It's your ancient bullshit fairy tales and propaganda all the time. That's what they're pushing on us, folks. The official government account posted this fake nurse video. Yeah, a doctor calls on the world for help. Hamas has seized control of the hospital. So, hey, we're justified in bombing it, folks. We're not evil bombing injured children and folks that are hurt by our bombs, killing them outright by bombing hospitals. We're not the bad guys. Hamas is. They've seized control of the hospital, fuel, medicines, and even the morphine she needs. This woman right here who works at the hospital needs it for forced labor for a child. You must hear it. Only it turns out, yeah, this woman in the video has been identified as Hannah Apatubul, a former Televisa actress from Israel. Israel. Busted. Yep. This fake nurse video to spread propaganda and then deleted it when people figured out she was an Israeli actress, but the harm's been done. A lot of people saw that. They are not putting up the correction saying, oh, we posted bullshit propaganda actors in order to fool you with. Nope, no corrections whatsoever. Just everybody that saw it believes it now. They think they have justification for a bombing of hospitals now, and you don't have to own up to it in any way whatsoever. So job done, Israel, except not, because the internet is forever. And we see exactly what the fuck you're doing. The internet's kind of amazing because for the first time in history, we no longer are dependent on our news media to tell us what is happening in Israel and in Gaza. We can see it for ourselves firsthand. And Israel's propaganda is falling so fucking flat now. They are floundering in the most amazing way. Here's another one. A now deleted tweet by the Israeli occupation forces claims that ambulances and hospitals are legitimate military targets. Super cool. Hey, it's okay that we're bombing hospitals and ambulances. We know that ambulances are used to transport patients in need of emergency medical care, and hospitals are institutions where patients go to receive medical treatment. Right, y'all? For Hamas, ambulances are used to transport its operatives and weapons to disguise them as civilians, and hospitals are in fact terrorist infrastructure. Not the most medical purpose. This is against international law and turns them into legitimate military targets. That's right. We're not breaking international law by bombing hospitals and killing children. They are breaking international law. These are legitimate military targets, y'all. We can bomb all the hospitals we want. Only, yeah, I guess you can, but you shouldn't. It hurts you. It hurts your country. It hurts your cause. It makes people less empathetic to your cause. It actually makes some people that I do not agree with want to be more violent towards Jews, which hurts Jews. So everything you're doing bad, wrong, and awful for your own side, and you should stop immediately. But I know you won't, because you don't actually give a shit about any of this or your own people. Your government has gone crazy, and you're just trying to take the land of the Palestinians for yourself. It's very obvious. And the whole government is an SNL skit now. Here's the Israeli president holding up a copy of Mein Kampf because it was in a living room or something. It was in a child's living room, y'all. A child's living room. I guess children in Gaza They have their own houses. And in some child's house, in his living room, this child had a copy of Mein Kampf, y'all, because this is real life.
Tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people supporting by their demonstrations, supporting Hamas. I want to show you something exclusive, Laura. So this is Adolf Hitler's book, translated to Arabic, Mein Kampf. It's the book that led to the Holocaust and the book that led to World War II. This is the book that led to his victory in elections in Germany, which led to the worst atrocity of humankind, which the British fought against. Well, this book was found just a few days ago in northern Gaza in a children's living room.
Oh, children's living room.
Which was turned into a military operation base of Hamas.
Oh, cool.
On the body of one of the terrorists and murderers of Hamas. And he even marked.
And murderers of Hamas? They murdered Hamas? Isn't that a good thing?
Wrote notes.
Oh, he wrote notes.
He marked and learned again and again Adolf Hitler's ideology of hating the Jews, of killing the Jews, of burning the Jews, of slaughtering the Jews.
So I had to murder his whole family. We had no choice. We had no choice but to murder all the children. Y'all, can't you see? The children are reading Mein Kampf. We're the good guys here. Sigh. Israel, dude, you're making yourself look worse. But I don't know. I can't talk to them in here. Folks, this is not a Borat sketch. This is not Sacha Baron Cohen. This is real life. An IDF spokesperson going into one of the hospitals they claim is a Hamas terrorist center and proving it. He has the proof, y'all. How can I argue? With this incontrovertible proof, he is about to show us all that this hospital is a haven for terrorists.
And I will show you more evidence. In this room, there is a list. This list, in Arabic, in Arabic, this list says we are in an operation.
It doesn't.
The operation against Israel.
It's literally a calendar. Most people say it's a calendar for the cleaning schedule. The people that clean the room put their names on there and they mark the dates that they fucking clean the room. It's literally a goddamn calendar.
Started in the 7th of October.
That's how
this is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist...
As a terrorist do. You know, terrorists, they're just sticklers for like lists and times and dates. It's classic terrorism, y'all.
Has his own shift guarding
Every
the people that were here.
Has their own shift. All those people that were there, where'd they go? We have the hospital surrounded.
And I will show you more evidence.
Oh, more evidence.
In this room.
Definitely. You've showed us so much so far. We believe you. You guys are so honest that now I just want you to bomb all the hospitals. Now I'm totally fine with you murdering the children. You've convinced me with this calendar. Definitely. Thank you, hero. Meanwhile, this hero doctor that this lady was talking to was just murdered.
Why don't you go with your family south?
And if I go, who treats my patients? They are not animals. They have the right to receive proper health care. You think I went to medical school and for my postgraduate degrees for a total of 14 years, so I think only about my life and not my patients? I'm asking you, ma'am, do you think this is the reason why I went to med school? To think only about my life? This is not the reason why I became a doctor.
Yeah, it's some real hero shit, folks. But I guess he was Hamas, another terrorist, just killed by Israel. Super cool, yeah. Good guys. We can see who the true hero is, though, Israel. We can see who they are. You're not doing yourself any fucking favors, dude. Meanwhile, like, it's hard to know what's even fucking true, and I do not want to post misinformation, and it's impossible because both sides are shitty. Hamas are terrorists. Not Palestinian people, but Hamas are definitely terrorists, right? And the IDF, fucking terrorist. So it's almost impossible to know a lot of times who is lying and who is not lying. This was on social media today. Whether this is true or not, I have no idea. This is the claim. That Israel posted this picture of them helping this old Palestinian across the road. They put it up on their IDF tweets as propaganda. And then right after they put it up there, as propaganda showing how kind they are to the elder citizens of Palestine. They shot the guy in the back and they killed him. 2 bullets in the back. This is what's claimed by his granddaughter. Left, Israel posted this PR picture with disabled elderly Gazan Bashir Haji, 75, bragging about their humanity. Right, Bashir's body was discovered right after a kill with 2 shots to the head and back, per his granddaughter. He died tired, cold, thirsty, and hungry, she wrote. Other people are claiming that it must have been Hamas that did it because they saw him talking to the IDF. Who knows what to believe? So, it's a very hard situation to cover, especially when you're trying the best you can not to post misinformation. Meanwhile, the American experiment has failed. Does this country deserve to exist anymore? I don't want people to be hurt. I know if it collapses, a lot of people will be hurt, but it's hard to get excited about this country fucking anymore because of what it's become. There is one thing and only one thing that I know that can unite both conservatives and Democrats in lockstep with each other. And that is the sucking of Israel's dick. The gargling of their balls, the swallowing of their gravy, 24/7, unquestioning, unwavering. And that's what happened in D.C., where they had the pro-Palestinian march, which brought out both sides of the aisle to hold hands. Here they are, the evil sacks of shit. Here they are, look, it's Jeffries. Jeffries was the one that every Democrat voted for to be Speaker of the House. He's supposed to be the good guy. Here's Chuck Schumer, leader of the Democratic Party. And here's the criminal that just got voted as the House Speaker. All lockstep holding hands to suck Israel's dick. And the lead speaker, John Hagee, this is who they got in unison with. Here's who they grouped together with. One of the most evil televangelists in history. John Hagee said God sent Adolf Hitler to help Jews reach the promised land and claimed that the Antichrist is a half-Jewish homosexual and has promoted anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about Jewish bankers controlling the Federal Reserve. Then every horrible thing in the name of God you can possibly imagine, including conning hundreds of millions of dollars from gullible doofs. So obviously our Democrats, our congresspeople, letting him lead them, getting right behind him, backing him up in service of fucking Israel. Because it doesn't fucking matter which party you're from. You have to worship them. There is no alternative. And the entire thing ended exactly like you thought it would. In a bloodthirsty, violent rally. Here's Chuck Schumer. Today we stood together at the March for Israel and the National Mall in Washington, D.C. America stands with the people of Israel. Yeah, I do stand with the people of Israel, and I stand with the people of Palestine. And I think that the current trajectory, the current actions of the Israeli government is hurting the Israeli people. What you guys are doing is hurting the Israeli people. By not calling for a ceasefire, you are hurting the Israeli people. You're hurting Americans too. You're making our lives less safe too. But you don't give a shit about that. Because you love Israel more than you love America. Your allegiance is not to America. Your allegiance is to Israel. But even then, if it was, you would be denouncing this shit. You would be calling for a ceasefire because this does not help the people of Israel. It does help the government of Israel, which is not for the people, by the people. It hurts them. It makes them less safe. But you guys don't give a shit about that because you're bought and paid for fucking stooges. Every goddamn one of you. Here's Mike Johnson, the new Speaker of the House. You know, the guy that had, like I just told you, $10 million in real estate that was gifted to his family members, so it would be a conflict of interest. Here's the guy you decided to unite with, Chuck Schumer. Here's the guy you decided to unite with, Jeffries. Going to talk about how awful, horrible calling for a ceasefire is. as the bloodthirsty crowd of 100,000 people chant no ceasefire, while 5,000 children were just murdered.
The calls for a ceasefire are outrageous.
Ghouls, the voices of ghouls you're hearing right now, led and backed by our Democratic leaders.
We stand.
Super cool, America. This is great, y'all. This is great. Why would we call for ceasefire when 5,000 children are dead? Why would we? More death and destruction. And that's what they called for out there. Bomb the shit out of Hamas, the sign said. Civilians who praise the slaughter of Jews are not innocent. I guess that includes all the children, 5,000 children. Many Gazan civilians are Hamas in training, so kill them all, kill all the children. Super cool. There is no proportional response to Hamas. Yeah, just as many as you have to kill, all of them, every one of them. Glass parking lot, the whole fucking places, say the good guys here, as our Democratic leaders support this, stand in front of them, drink in their cheers. Yes, it's a hate march, folks. Let Israel finish the job, their signs say. What does that mean? It means genocide. It means kill them all, take their land, let Israel do whatever the fuck they want to do while we pay for it. That's exactly what it means. And here's John Fetterman, stroker ace, out there draped in the Israeli flag. Not the American flag. Nope. Stroker ace here, draped in the Israeli flag, because this is who he really supports. This is where his allegiance really lies, not with America, because this makes America's left safe. It's what Osama bin Laden said. It's what all the terrorists tell us. We bomb your country. We come over and kill you because of your unwavering, unflinching support for Israel. Because you're paying for all their destruction, all their murder, all their bombs. Couldn't give a fuck less. Could not give a fuck less how many Americans die because of this shit. Because their allegiance is not to us. It is to their masters in the Israeli government. Fuck you, John Fetterman. I hope you fucking lose, dude. Meanwhile, Van Jones out there. I want to say some words, but I'm afraid I can't say what I want to say, but let's just say disappointment. Incredible fucking disappointment. Van Jones out there lending his name to this shit. Being trotted out there as the token black person to support this atrocity. And listen to the response when he starts speaking.
I do feel powerful is to maybe do something about what's happening here. Let's take a stand here against anti-Jewish bigotry. Let's take a stand against Muslims. Let's take a stand here against hatred. Yeah, let's take a stand here against Muslim. Now, obviously, what he meant was against Islamophobia, against Muslim hatred, but he couldn't even bring himself to say that, folks, because of the bloodthirsty Jewish crowd out there chanting at him. He didn't have the fucking balls to say it, and he stumbled all over his goddamn words like the fucking coward he is, like the enabler he is. Let's take a stand here against hatred of all kinds. Yeah, that's a great place to do it. Read the signs, fucko. I don't want any Jewish mother. I do feel... I don't want... Fuck off. Way to sell yourself out, dude. Not that I had much respect for you before, but never gonna again. That's for goddamn sure. And yeah, here they are, like I already showed you. Mike Johnson, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, and Joni Ernst all holding hands, lock, stock, in unison. There's one thing that'll get them all together, folks. The worship of Israel, our true masters. At least they know who owns them. Meanwhile, fucking Elizabeth Warren, eating dinner, confronted by a constituent. Exactly what every hero should be doing. Get in their face, call them out, make them answer.
And of course, like every one of these sacks of shit who think they don't owe us anything, they don't owe us any answers. They rule us. We don't rule them. They don't work for us. They rule us. Watch this shit.
Senator, thank you. Can I bring you some water to get started? Of course, we have tap water. We also have bottled water. I have 60 members of my family killed over the last 5 weeks. I just don't know how many more have to die before you're going to call for a ceasefire. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do? I mean, what do I have to do? How many more of my families die for you to call for a ceasefire? I don't know. Like, how much more do I have to say for you to call for a ceasefire? People are in your office every day asking to call for a ceasefire, and you are refusing to call for a ceasefire.
I don't think this is the proper place for
Yeah, this is not the proper place. You have to wait till 300 or 400 of your family are dead before you can actually ask your politicians to give you an answer about why our tax dollars are going to pay for the murder of your family. It's not the proper time to do it. They don't owe you anything. Literally, I don't really want Trump to be president and destroy the country, but a little bit at this point, a little fucking bit at this point. Maybe if Trump collapses the country, maybe we can move on past this and we can rebuild. I'm becoming a little bit of an accelerationist. Not really, folks, but a tiny bit at this fucking point. Because it's damn clear Democrats don't have our back. They don't give a shit about what's going to keep us safe, about what the people want. 4 out of 5 Democrats want a ceasefire. 4 out of goddamn 5. They could not give a shit less. They don't work for us. Another example, Chris Coons sat across from me on the train with Israel using U.S. weapons to kill thousands of Palestinian civilians, including 4,600 children. I asked him why he refuses to call for a ceasefire. Hero Aaron Mate, calling him out, saw the opportunity, had the bravery to stand up and take it. And of course, exactly what you expected happened. Our politicians don't owe us anything. They don't owe us an answer. It is us who are wrong for even fucking asking.
Senator, I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but why not call for a ceasefire in Gaza? I'm a journalist. My name's Aaron Mate. Why not call for a ceasefire in Gaza? You have 4,600 children killed.
This is
46. I know it's a quiet card. I apologize for abuse, but I understand. But children are dying. Children are dying, sir. More than 40. Why not call for a ceasefire? They're being killed with our weapons. U.S. weapons are killing kids in Gaza.
Who are you?
My name is Aaron Mate. I'm a journalist.
Nice to meet you, Aaron.
Likewise.
Please stop talking to me.
I'm sorry, sir. It's of dire importance. More than 11,000 civilians, as we're talking, being killed. I'm a journalist with for the Gray Zone.
Who cares?
What's the Gray Zone?
Answer the question.
It's a U.S.-based news website.
Good for you.
Thank you. And right now, with our support, kids are being killed. I'm sorry. With our weapons, I'm asking you to explain. Why not call for a ceasefire?
You're bothering me and everyone else around.
Yeah, you know who's being bothered? The 4,600 kids that have been murdered by American weapons. Those are the ones being fucking bothered. Who gives a shit that you're being bothered on a train, that you're being asked a goddamn question? Answer it, fuck. Somebody just said, Elizabeth Warren, she was having dinner. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck what she's doing. She's spending my goddamn taxpayer money to murder children. I don't give a fuck where she's at. I don't give a fuck if she's sleeping in her goddamn bed. Wake that bitch up and ask her. And fuck you for defending that shit.
Kurt, I'm asking you, please explain. Why not call for a ceasefire?
Stop. Sir, could I please have some help here?
Kids are being killed with our weapons.
Stop. I'm asking you to stop.
Why not stop?
This is not an appropriate place for you to interview me. You're bothering everybody else around.
It's a crisis right now.
How did you get this seat?
I bought the seat.
No. He's bothering me while I'm trying to do work.
And our government is paying for weapons that are murdering children and guys. I'm asking him why not call for a ceasefire.
Aaron.
Can you explain that?
Please stop.
Can I ask you to explain why I call for a ceasefire?
You've already asked me 5 times. I'm not going to call for a ceasefire. I strongly support humanitarian causes. I've urged the Israeli government to target their campaign against Hamas. But you need.
Do you think the campaign is targeting against Hamas when civilians are being massacred, when babies and incubators are dying because the fuel is being cut off?
I'm going to have you thrown off this train. Please stop doing this.
I have to ask these questions.
You asked me 10 times.
I know, and
you're getting as professional, measured, and appropriate an answer out of me as you can. This is not professional journalism.
please get up and leave now.
I don't think it's humane to be massacring kids. That's the problem here.
That's
I
great.
realize I'm not being
think it's
professional.
humane to be massacring kids either.
Okay, then
and
why
I
are we
think when
supporting it?
Hamas massacred 1,400 Israeli civilians, the
1,200.
whole world should unite in opposition to terrorism.
First of all, the number is 1,200. It wasn't
Are
entirely
we going to
civilians.
quibble over how many civilians were massacred by Hamas?
You're going to correct you if you're going to lie, yeah.
It is important to be precise.
But yes, civilians were massacred.
I'm a senator.
Does that give us
this
the right
is
to
a quiet car. You're breaking the basic rules of how we operate on Amtrak.
Yeah, you know what? You're breaking the basic rules of not killing children. Not killing fucking children with my taxpayer dollars. That's the fucking basic rule that you're breaking.
Okay, and the question is,
stop.
And I believe we're breaking international law by supporting
Thanks for
massacres
your
of civilians.
opinion.
Yes.
You've had a lot of my time. Please move on.
They don't work
Why
for us.
not at least call for a
They work for
ceasefire?
Israel. They don't work for us. Somebody said I was too hard on Elizabeth Warren. Fuck you. Fuck Elizabeth Warren. That bitch ought to be out there every goddamn day calling for a ceasefire. And if she's not, no fucking peace. Don't fucking leave the house. You work for us. You gonna use my goddamn money to bomb children? You better get fucking used to it. Get used to fucking people in your face. Get used to answering goddamn questions. No justice, no peace, bitch. And every fucking one of you defending this shit. Fuck you. I don't give a shit if you don't watch this show any fucking more. Kids are dying. If you're more worried about Elizabeth Warren eating her goddamn dinner than kids dying, then fuck you. I don't need you here. I don't want you here. Have some goddamn humanity for once in your fucking life. How are you so goddamn calm about it? How are you okay with it? You're the fucking problem, not those asking questions, not those wanting answers. Fucking you. Anger. That is the correct response. If you're not fucking angry, you're not alive. You're not on the right side of it. Here's Krishnan Guru Murthy asking Israel's ambassador to the UK, Tzipi Hotvele, whether she has empathy for the Palestinian people. Gave her multiple chances to answer this very simple question. 4,600 kids dead. You have any fucking empathy? It's a very simple answer. It's a fucking softball lob to you. Let's see how she responds.
I'm asking you, do you have any empathy with the Palestinian position?
I have zero empathy to people that time after time refuse to recognize the right of the Jewish state to their homeland, the Jewish people in their homeland. I have zero sympathy because I want to live in a world where we can live together.
How can you live together?
But they deny my right to exist.
If you have zero empathy, in your own words, with those people.
No, it's not what I said. I said I have zero sympathy to the fact that they lost their land. They didn't lose their land. They committed the crime of attacking the small state of Israel after the UN decision.
So do you have any empathy with the Palestinian people?
Absolutely. I think that.
What is your empathy?
I think my empathy to the Palestinian people, that we could have had a flourishing region, having the best high tech, the best life.
That's an argument.
No,
I'm asking you share their pain for a moment.
So I'll just give you an example, okay? The best flourishing economic areas are in Judea and Samaria, where you have factories that have Palestinians and Israelis working together. That could have been the vision everywhere. But when you refuse to recognize the right of a Jew to exist, this is where it fails. So I think this ideology that doesn't want Jews to exist, this is a tragedy. I don't think
that's not empathy.
No, what I'm trying to say, that empathy comes when you have the understanding that I have the right to exist. Unfortunately, there were people in Hamas that they showed that clearly, that they didn't believe that any of the Jewish people in the state of Israel need to exist.
So there is no, the truth is there is no empathy between you and the Palestinian people.
I have empathy for the tragedy of the leadership, yes. I have empathy that they're under the tragedy of their leadership.
This is a very hopeless conversation then, isn't it?
No, it's not, because I think what's really hopeless is to build imaginary solutions. What's really hopeless is to think that a terror organization is something that will never hurt you.
You work for a terrorist organization, bitch. No empathy whatsoever. They don't care about those kids. Fuck them kids. That's literally what they believe. And it's not just the Israeli government. Like I said, This is the first time in my lifetime that I can remember Israel losing the propaganda war because of the internet, because they no longer lock, stock, control it, have it locked down like they always have. I just canceled my Washington Post subscription for shit like this. Banging new propaganda phrase from the Washington Post. That's what they do. The way they describe the two sides, even in the same fucking sentence, in order to dehumanize or less humanize them. The tentative agreement calls for Israeli women and children to be released in groups simultaneously with the Palestinian women and young people held in Israeli prisons. Yes, they're talking about the exact same types of people, women and children. But when I talk about Israel, they describe them as children. When they're talking about Palestinians, they describe them as young people. Because they know the word children is too inflammatory, because they know it brings to mind the fact they killed 4,600 of the children. This is the type of word games they play in order to push one narrative over the other one. They do it over and over and over again in our media. It's not subtle. They're not even trying to hide it. They don't care. They've always done this. Remember Hillary now saying, stop calling for a ceasefire. We can't have a ceasefire while we have a ceasefire. Weird how her rhetoric changes when it's Russia. If Russian leadership would rather not be accused of committing war crimes, they should stop bombing hospitals, she said last year. I'm very sure you're consistent about this. You're not. You're bought and paid for just like every other goddamn U.S. politician. Yeah, you fucking are. Shameless. Fucking shameless. All of you. Speak the fuck up. Meanwhile, you guys know Wiener Noah Schnapp. Apparently he is the little dweeb from Stranger Things. Released stickers containing the phrase, Zionism is sexy and Hamas is ISIS. Look at this fucking twerp. Yay! Yay! Zionism is sexy! There's never anything more sexy than Zionism! Good God. Good God. You're literally talking about the ethnic cleansing of a people. You're talking about the murder of 4,600 children, and you're calling it sexy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just nothing going on. No kind of empathy, no care, no love. Meanwhile, folks, we finally found a worse actress than Gal Gadot. Let's see if you guys think this woman is legitimate or not.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
I was real worried about how you were, to be honest with you. Are you sure?
All I can do is cry.
Oh, are you crying?
I'm not eating.
Did you have 40 or 50 of your family killed by indiscriminate bomb? You didn't? Okay.
I'm drinking. I'm sick. I can't go on with my life after seeing pictures of babies burned, hugging each other, dead, beheaded, grandmother's burned alive on Facebook. It's too much.
So you're looking at the bombing of Gaza?
Now I understand why my grandmother was so bittersweet her whole life. She survived the gas chambers. She survived experiments done to her by the Nazis.
Okay, so then you understand why you shouldn't treat other people like that? You understand why you shouldn't commit ethnic cleansing and genocide? You understand why you shouldn't indiscriminately bomb children? You understand why you shouldn't behave exactly like a fucking Nazi? You don't! You're exactly what you claim you hate!
And I'll never, ever, 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 ever forget her pain. Ever. My grandmother fought for us to be here. Her whole family was wiped out, and you want to fucking wave your shitty-ass flag and then burn ours and then cry wolf when we kill your civilians because Hamas holds them hostage and doesn't let them leave? And Israel
He says, we kill your civilians, but it's not our fault. Hey, yeah, we killed all those children, civilians. We killed them all, but it's not our fault. It's somebody else's fault that we murdered your children. We have no responsibility for all the murder we're committing. Don't make me cry so hard about how you guys made us kill you.
tells them to go and Hamas makes them stay, and then you blame us to make us look like the monsters.
Yeah, you're the monsters.
Psychological warfare! You sick fucks! Burn!
Yeah, burn! Yeah. You're doing a great job there making yourself look better, making us like you. Stunning job. So, yeah. So, here's the crazy part. The guy said, Kurt Cobain has 380,000 followers. A man, a Palestinian. Anyway, he says, okay, maybe Gal Gadot isn't the worst Zionist actress. So apparently saying Gal Gadot is not a good actress is anti-Semitic? Yeah. Goddamn, man. When Twitter banned Trump on the Tate brothers, they didn't even have that much justification. But such hateful people like these can give a platform for their tweets to spread anti-Semitic shit. Motherfucker. Now, there is anti-Semitism out there. But pointing out that Gal Gadot is a horrible actress is not anti-Semitism, okay? If you're going to equate facts with anti-Semitism, then you're doing your side an incredible disservice, and you might want to fucking stop immediately, dangerous duck. Holy God. Meanwhile, Kenneth Ballinger, who is a co-founder of Oyster Ventures, says, after the war, Israel should handle Gaza like China handles Xinjiang, full surveillance state, re-education camps, sterilizations. It's warranted and the only way to pacify the jihad population. To which Brandon says, sterilizations? Come on, you can do better than that. To which he responds, they reproduce like rabbits and raise them to be terrorists, creating more poverty, misery, and terrorism. Why should we allow that? The world would be a much better place if they didn't reproduce. Wow, this rhetoric sounds slightly familiar, doesn't it? Who could it possibly have been that said the exact same thing in the 40s? I can't think of it. Good God. So, of course, the company who he founded is trying to distance themselves. An employee's personal or political opinions does not reflect the values of Oyster Ventures or myself. Oyster Ventures does not tolerate any behavior that disrespects individuals or groups of people. But yeah, as context for this tweet, a co-founder of this VC suggested mass sterilizations of Palestinians because they breed like rabbits and raise their children to become terrorists. Wasn't just an employee, it's your co-founder. You can't distance yourself. Fire them, or this is who you fucking are. At least have the guts to goddamn own it. But yes, this Nazi fucking propaganda, this Nazi narratives. Twitter, 24/7 now. Totally normal. And now, I guess the Pope is anti-Semitic, y'all. The Pope putting out hate speech. Hate speech. Disclosed TV says, just in, Vatican's statement is unacceptable, says Israel FM. Unacceptable. Let's see what he had to say. Humanitarian law is to be respected, especially in Gaza. Please let no more innocent blood be shed, neither in the Holy Land nor Ukraine, nor in any other place. Enough. Wars are always a defeat. Always. Oh my God. So unacceptable, Pope. I dare you say people shouldn't be murdered. I dare you shouldn't be against war. You bloodthirsty maniac. Just good God. Israel. Israel. What are y'all doing? Dudes. It's like they're literally trying to make everybody hate them. Why? Why are you trying to make people hate you? Stop. For the love of fucking God, y'all. Meanwhile, feud brewing between Benny Shapiro and Candace Owens. Candace Owens dared come out
and speak out against genocide. And no, hell no. Tough, badass Benny Shapiro loves it when children are murdered. So he is just all on his feels, y'all. Normally, facts don't care about his feelings, but right now, it cares lotsies about his feelings.
Yes, the question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt, I think it's she still works for my company. I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
Yeah, I dare you. Call for innocent children not to be killed. Despicable! Despicable, Candace Owens.
Yeah, put on your big boy pants and go over there and fight, Ben Shapiro. Put your actions where your fucking tiny ass mouth is. Maybe your balls will finally fucking drop, you coward. Instead, he's gonna sit over here and cash his $1 million checks while he calls for violence against children. Meanwhile, did you guys know that the IDF has a sperm retrieval unit for dead soldiers? Yeah, totally normal. The health ministry has set up a special unit that works 24/7 with the IDF and the 4 hospitals housing sperm banks to notify families of the option of PSR and set it up as quickly as possible following the death of their son or husband. Yeah, I guess, hey, if your kid dies trying to murder other children in Gaza, we'll go and we'll just, I guess, prick their nuts with the needle and pull the sperm right out so you can have little grandbabies. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get those little spermies for you. We got your back. Totally normal shit happening over there. Good God. And meanwhile, news. Biden loses ground with young voters, prompting dim concerns. Yeah, he's so concerned, isn't he? But he's not at all. Because, truth be told, he would rather America be destroyed by Donald Trump. He would rather lose the presidency of the United States. He would rather fuck over every gay person, every trans person. He'd be willing to fuck over our entire economy as Trump adds another $8 trillion to the deficit. Trump's already talking about starting concentration camps and locking up his political enemies. Joe Biden would rather that happen than to stand up to Israel, y'all, because their loyalty is not with us. They don't give a fuck. And as Scotty Johnson says, easy fix here. Just scold them online a year from election. Yeah, because that's what they're doing. And one more. Not to be outdone, the pro-Palestinian side also has incredibly fucking shitty human beings that should be named and shamed. Like this bitch. Shockingly, in Florida, screaming that Hitler should have finished the Jews.
Taking our fucking money, bastards! Hitler should have fucking finished the job. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, you about to lose your job. Don't do this. Don't cede the moral high ground. And when they do, call them fucking out because they deserve it. Trash behavior. And that is my Palestinian coverage. Rough one tonight. What you guys think about that? No shite dusty. Yep. Praise Jizzies. Sack drainers. They got the cutting edge of modern technology, and that's what they're using it for.
What a twerp. Always. Little Benny Shapiro. Cowardly sack of shit.
Why is the Pope still a thing? Because of religion. Because we're still a very primitive fucking species, even in 2023. Linda Carter versus Gal Gadot pay-per-view. Well, I mean, obviously Gal Gadot would win because she's like 40 or 50 years younger. But, I mean, classy-wise, everything else, definitely Linda Carter. Not Nazi rhetoric at all. Nope. They definitely didn't learn by watching their enemies, did they? And, all right, folks. Who loves overtime? I know you do. You love overtime and you love overtime. You love overtime. Hit the emojicon for overtime because you guys are in it and reward me for overtime. We have a quick hero section followed by a couple palate cleansers and then we're done. So get your super chats in while you can. But for now, hopefully I can cheer us up a little bit. It's heroes. We could be Hell yeah. Sorry, I got heels right with some AOC. I guess not every single one of our politicians have sold out. There aren't very many, but God damn it, the few there are. And like Bernie Sanders even has been a disappointment on this. But AOC, one of the shining lights of our democracy. We'll play a very small clip of this.
I can't tell you how comforting it is to have all of you here, to have our rabbinic leaders here. I went to public school, grew up and went to public school in Westchester County with a lot of precocious and compassionate kids, which is to say I had a lot of Jewish friends growing up. And I grew up with great fellowship with the Jewish community. And, you know, to think about what Representative Bush just said, when I think about the things that the Jewish families, my Jewish friends, my Jewish community that I grew up with taught me growing up, how they shaped me, it is that the unconditional centering and value of all human dignity and life is one of the most Jewish things in the world. And the idea that calling for a ceasefire would somehow be anti-Semitic is actually so upside down.
Is anti-Semitic. Claiming that calling for a ceasefire is anti-Semitic is itself anti-Semitic. It's the kind of rhetoric that hurts Jewish people, that makes people want to be nasty towards Jewish people. I don't think most Jewish people support this. The Israeli government is hugely unpopular, even in Israel. I wholeheartedly believe the majority of Jewish people are against this. They're good, decent people who don't want this bloodshed in their name. And next up on the heroes list, Carrie Lake got called out by Tim Miller in this excellent exchange. He literally lays her fucking bare. And the crazy part is she has nothing to come back with. You can tell that she knows what he's saying is true, but the fact that she can't rebut what he's saying. She's sort of stunned into silence that someone finally said this to her face.
I'm not okay with that. I want you to be able to talk whatever you guys say on the circus. I want to be able to have conservative students not being shamed on our universities.
This is like a golden age for conservative student speech. It's like, it's the best time ever. If you're a conservative student, you want to talk, you have huge platforms. I went to watch you speak at Turning Point USA. All these kids have huge audiences that come to see them, and that's great, that's fine. They're all speaking. Their speech isn't as a threat. There weren't any cops coming to shut down the Turning Point USA thing. But here's the thing. You say you care about the fentanyl crisis and our kids.
I care deeply.
Okay, right. So if you care so deeply about this, couldn't you actually do something about it if you stopped the bullshit about the last election? If you had just acknowledged that Trump had lost and acknowledged that you had lost, you'd probably be in good shape to do something. You probably would have won your governor's race had you just talked about things people cared about instead of the election fraud. So sometimes don't you ever think to yourself, I wish I could just stop talking about this fake thing that Donald Trump made me make up so that I could actually talk about the stuff that's important? Because we agree about fentanyl. I agree. I wish we could.
She's awfully quiet.
I talked about that all the time at the campaign trail. I'm sorry you weren't with me.
You.
I'm sorry you weren't with me every step of the way. The people of Arizona understand me.
You lost.
They know me, and they care about me, and I care about them.
You don't care.
And I care about them. Getting them better, freeing the people who are held political prisoners. Yeah, absolutely.
I think you're still a little extreme. That's okay though. It's good to see you again.
It's wonderful
we can keep doing this.
That's right. I'd love to.
This. We have some areas of agreement.
Love to.
We agree on the fentanyl thing,
and
then you get into the other stuff.
Oh,
but the other
sorry,
stuff is what
I'm
you
not
have to do. The other
I'm
stuff is
sorry,
what you have
I'm
to
not
do to
making
win.
you happy.
The other stuff is what you, I don't know why you're touching me. The other stuff is what you have to do to win. Is the thing. That's
sorry,
the thing.
I'm a mom. I'm sorry, I'm a mom.
That's okay. I like to touch too, but
yeah.
you know, in an interview setting, it's a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry that we don't agree on everything, but what I am not sorry about is that I think that I do believe that we can agree that we both love America.
We do. Well,
I don't agree with
know that I love America.
Yeah, she doesn't at all.
I do think that you were okay with Donald Trump trying to end the American experiment last time.
She is.
That makes me wonder how sincere your love is.
It's not.
But I do appreciate
sincere
it.
at all.
Thank you for your time.
Good.
She literally wants to overthrow democracy and install Trump as a dictator. She does not love America at all. They only love power. They only fucking love themselves. They're only greedy sacks of shit trying to make money. And we see right the fuck through you. And the fact that she was so silent as he chastised her lets you know that she knows that he's fucking right. And then, big up to Marlon Wayans, speaking out against, not against, speaking out in favor of his trans child. Need more parents like this.
I have a daughter that transitioned into a son. My daughter Amai is now Kai. Truthful. And so and so I talk about the transition, not her their transition, but my transition as a parent, going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance. Gotcha. And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message. And I know I'm dealing with it. It was a very painful situation for me, but man, it's one of the best, funniest hours I probably could ever imagine.
I can't see your child come up to you and asking you, because you joke too much. So I can see your child say, Dad, I'm thinking of transitioning, and I could just see you take nothing serious.
I always joke. They know. I told my daughter, I said, nigga, you transitioning to your brother. You look just like him. See? I can't tell the difference between her and Sean. Like, I swear to God. I'm 23 and 21. But I gotta respect their wishes, right? And that takes, as a parent, I just want my kids to be free. I want them to be free in spirit, free in thought, free to be themselves. The more you know yourself, the more you can govern yourself, the more you live your truth, the happier your existence. So if they can't get that in the household with their father and their mother, how the fuck do I send them out into the world with that kind of confidence? Right. And I'm just so proud of them for being them. But that don't mean that they ain't got jokes.
Just amazing. That's what unconditional love looks like. That is the example that should be set by all parents. Thank you, Marlon. I really appreciate that. And last but not least on our heroes list, the most eloquent thing you're going to see all week. This guy's just a normal dad, and he nails this speech better than I could possibly do, and I speak for a living. Local dad speaks up against anti-LGBTQ student policies.
Because no matter how hard you try to implement these discriminatory policies in the right way, you are never going to find a right way to do the wrong thing. And Governor Youngkin's policies are wrong. One of the ways you could tell is because you have speakers from groups like Moms for Liberty here to support them. And I'll be real simple in case you aren't paying attention. They're not the good guys. How can you tell? I can help. The good guys don't get declared extremist groups by human rights organizations. Never in history have the good guys been the ones trying to ban books. Never in history have the good guys been a segregationist group pushing to legislate identity. Never in history have the good guys been closely connected with and supported by hate groups like the Proud Boys. And the good guys don't put Hitler quotes for inspiration on the front of their newsletters. Newsflash, they're the bad guys. They're the bad guys here supporting bad policy. And if you support the same bad policy, guess what? You're one of the bad guys too. When you look around and see only the wrong people support what you're doing the wrong thing. Now, you've heard some speakers come up here and say how they love these kids but won't accept them. I'm here telling you that if your love makes somebody not want to be alive, it's not love. That's not love. Some speakers are going to get up here and talk about parental rights. The only right a parent has is the right to responsibility. And if you need somebody else to tell you who your kid is, you're probably not that good a parent. And some are going to get up here and tell you how it's the law. Well, I'd remind you that slavery and segregation also used to be the law here in Virginia, and that there is no right way to do the wrong thing. So do the right thing. Reject these policies that harm and endanger our LGBTQ students. Be the good guys while you still can.
Man, powerful. Extremely powerful. Extremely well delivered, man. Thank you. Some great examples of fathers on tonight's Heroes list. I'd love to see it. We need more men like this, real men. Positive masculinity. And I'm touched. And that is my heroes list tonight. Hell yeah. And I got a couple palate cleansers to finish this off. Last chance to get in your super chats, because it's time for the palate cleansers. Prepare to be cleansed, my children. And first off, I like the young comedians these days. They seem like they got some good bits, some good jokes. This one is when the DJ gets too comfortable on the mic.
EDC, we feeling good? I wish I could feel that way. Nowadays, even when I do, it just feels like I'm acting. Like I'm trying to trick myself that everything's all right, and deep down I know it's not. It just always feels like there's something missing, you know? Not sure what it is. Maybe it's purpose. Maybe it's love. I used to have love once. Not anymore. And because of that, I'm pretty sure I'll never get to feel it again. So EDC, I'm gonna need all your love tonight. Put those hands up.
Hell yeah, I like that one. Pretty good, pretty good. Hit me right in the feels, kids. And then, another one from Reddit. I also want to hug that guy. Oh yeah, apparently this cost this person $100. $100. Let's see if it was worth the money, y'all. Here we go. Light it up. Let's see. And it's what's gonna be. What's it? Boom! Oh, it's a chicken. It's a rotisserie chicken. That's not worth. Okay, so apparently I read the comments like I do. Stupid Dusty. And it's $100 in Hong Kong money, which is like $12 in US money, which still not worth it. You can get that same thing from Walmart for like $7. So just saying, you got ripped off, but a little bit neat, I guess. Whatever, gimmick. And then another. I love this. Last one for tonight. We're gonna go to the after party, folks. And I not really apologizing. They do say the N-word in this video, but they're black, and so it's fine. It's fine. More funny from the youth. This one is called "Black People Make Fun of You for Doing Literally Anything." I really like this one, y'all. It's funny. Here we go.
Bro,
you wearing a seatbelt?
You ugly as shit.
Bro, what?
Trying to be safe and shit.
Hey, bro, you really putting on a jacket right now? You trying to be warm and shit. Oh, clown ass nigga. Baby, jacket ass nigga. It's hoodie season, not jacket season. Ugly ass nigga. Oh. Is he jogging? Niggas think this shit Weight Watchers.
What for they were having?
Oh, lame ass nigga.
Ugly ass nigga.
Stupid ass nigga.
Stupid ass nigga. Are you eating the apple?
Fucking that bitch up, huh?
Apple away, keep the doctor away.
Not like Goody, huh?
Ugly ass nigga, man. Damn, you can't help yourself. Big chomp ass nigga.
Is he bringing out an umbrella? Nigga, you don't see the sun shining? Fuck you as a vampire? Rain, go, rain. Stupid ass. Boy, you ugly as shit. You really looking for shade, nigga? Go to a tree, nigga. Fuck is you on? God damn. And it's pink. Barbie.
Kept calling him ugly for no reason. Just funny. That's funny. Hell yeah. And all right, that's my palate cleansers. You have been cleansed, my children. Hell yeah. And if you bail out, folks, please hit the like button. Do it too. Please leave comments. You know you want to subscribe. All those things. This is not your first rodeo. You know how it works. And but also join me on the Patreon right now. We're going to do an after party. We got all this stuff to cover. We're going to have conversations. We're going to cry. It's going to be amazing. So don't miss the after party available to all of my Dust Buddies and my patrons. Do it to it. But let's finish up by reading these super chats. Dusty, did you get $5 super chat? You mean from you? Yeah, I just got it before. $5 super chat. Support ceasefire. Stop the 21st century Lebensraum living space. Hell yeah, I'm with you, Philly Manilli. Love you. Armando Lorraine, $10 Canadian. Take off, hoser. Love you, man. Brian Town, Keep up the great job, Dusty. Your show's a highlight of my day. Love to the floating cats. The floating cats do rock. We're about to have some more floating cats here at the after party, at the kitty party, rather. So don't miss that. Mitchell Guide, what? Mitchell Guide, he's super cool. In the Mideast, the three big powers are Saudi, Iran, and Israel. For U.S. State Department to give its way in ME, the U.S. needs at least two of the three as allies. Iran is not interested. and the other two know how much we need them. Okay, like I just think at this point, Israel got to move, yo. Israel, like to be honest with you, all right, I'm gonna talk to Israel like I would talk to a friend, for real. All right, so if I had a friend, right, and my friend moved to this neighborhood, right, and every single neighbor he had wanted to kill him, all the fucking time they trying to kill him, like, and not only that, they kill his grandma, they kill like his cousin, they shooting up in his house every fucking day, y'all. You know what I would do? I would say, move out of that neighborhood. That is not the neighborhood for you. Why do you even want to fucking live there? Your neighbors hate you. They shooting and shit. Move. Come live with me. Come over here and live with me. What's wrong with you? That's just not my feeling about it. And, all right, let's see what else. Dusty, would you be willing to talk with an IDF soldier from 2007 to 2009? That's way too long to talk to somebody. And now I would have to have a time machine. If so, how would I get a hold of you? Just one soldier's point of view. I mean, what do you want to talk about? What is it that you have against what I've very clearly chronicled on my show? Like, I ain't making up shit. I'm literally showing you to your face what is happening. So what is your rebut to the things I'm literally showing you? But I guess, I don't know, like, you could just, I don't know, just tweet me or something. But thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you. Wings of Shoe. Why were child murdering IDF terrorists in Gaza hospitals? Oh, well, they've invaded Gaza now. So they've actually gone in. So that's why. With tanks and bombs and guns and shit. Bravo 777 Dusty, the Jewish woman nurse actor was debunked. Just look at a side-by-side picture. Nose isn't even close to being the same. All right, is that true? Are you sure? Because I definitely do not want to post misinformation if that's true, but you just said that you're an IDF soldier. So makes me think you might not be very trustworthy. Now, maybe you're right, though. Maybe. And I will look into it and like Twitter me your facts. And if I'm wrong, like the first thing I'll do in my next show is be like, hey, I'm an idiot. I was wrong. But I did look it up and I didn't see anybody debunk it. And I didn't, and like the community notes said it was wrong. And so I don't know. That's why it's hard to cover this subject though. Every side's fucking lying. That's the bad part of this. Every side lying. Israel is not even trying to make good propaganda. I know, right? They've never had to before. So they don't seem to be very good at it. It's weird. Ron Van, $20. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. You rock. Margarita money. All right, I got that one already. What popped up? Great show tonight, Dusty. Much love to you. Dower Panda, good to see you tonight. Jason Ashby doing the socialism. You rock. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Appreciate everybody's support of the show tonight. Love you guys so much. I probably won't be back till Friday because like tomorrow is too quick to do another show. And I am still a little bit under the weather. Still got that brain fog thing going a little bit. Either I killed it. Even COVID can't keep your boy down. But anyway, probably won't be back till Friday. If something major happens, I'll come on early. I hate to do only 2 shows a week, but I did 4 last week. So I'm still up. So, time to do the the kitty party. Hell yeah, even though I actually deleted my kitty song, I'll have to go to the cloud and see if I can find my kitty song. So we're going to play Butt Ponies for the kitty party. Yeah, you guys know what time it is, motherfuckers? It's time for some kitty party. Here we go. Come on and eat them up. Come on and eat them up. A little loud, let's turn that a little bit. Hell yeah, all right, now, kitty party time. Boom. You guys ready for this? Here we go. Kitty party. Kitty party. Kitty party. Who wants a kitty party? Violet wants a kitty party. Hell yeah, Katana. There's only 4 in here. Where's the cat? I gotta bring the other cats in here at some point. Next show, we're bringing all the cats back in here. We're gonna have all 11 cats in here on the next show. Hell yeah. There's not enough cats in here for this. Come on, Miss Piper. Come on. Kitty party. Come on, come on. Get over here. Get over here while you can. Come on, motherfuckers. All right. You guys are useless. Not making good showing of like kitty party, if I do say so myself. There you go. It goes Miss Piper. Come on, Miss Piper. Get over there and get you some. Jump on in there. We'll have a 5-member kitty party tonight. Hell yeah, we got Katana, Half Stash, Violet, Piper, and Pretty Boy. Precious, come on, Precious, come on, Precious. Can't see Precious over there. I'll just throw it to her over there. There you go, Precious. Since you're not coming up here, I'll hook you up anyway, because Daddy loves you. Hell yeah. All right, folks, that's my time. I sure appreciate your time. Thank you for joining me on the World's Greatest Show. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, unless you're joining me. That's funny, which I'll see you right now. Love you as always. You guys have a good rest of the week out there. I appreciate you. And as always, next time watching. Fuck yes! Good night, everybody. Yeah, so that was fine. Switch over now. Good night, everybody. Oh, Bravo 77 says, Dusty, I'm a former ADF soldier who lost my citizenship to Israel for actively protesting against encroachment settlements. All right, well, maybe then you would be a good one to talk to. We'll see about that. Good night, everybody.